And just like that, guys, we go above Tottenham, the title pretenders. I told you not too long ago, I wanted them to keep winning. I wanted them to keep pushing as high as they could, because then the fall will be even more enjoyable to watch. And it's come a little bit earlier than I'd hoped. 2 losses on the bounce for them. And Arsenal beat Burnley 3-1 and we go above them. Balance is restored. It's not nice looking at the table and seeing your main rivals above you, but of course that's over now. And I fully anticipate us to stay above Tottenham for the rest of this season now, but you never know. They're still a quality side when they've got all of their first team fit. I think that's their problem, isn't it? But anyway, this isn't a Tottenham video. I just wanted to make it very clear that I'm extremely happy with the Tottenham loss and, of course, then the Arsenal win. Now, Burnley, with their classic defensive 4-4-2, very difficult to break down. It did take Arsenal a little bit of time to actually get anything going. We were dominating the game. Possession-wise, it was just all Arsenal. You can see the graph here. I mean, it was always going to look like this. And then, of course, the red card, deserved, by the way, Fabio Vieira with a pretty stupid challenge. And then, of course, it became a bit more one-sided. But even then, we didn't look in danger, let's be honest. So let's go through the Burnley side and just pick out some performances. None of them. So Arsenal, how did we get on today? Raya, pretty much perfect. He made a few big saves when he had to. Distribution was on point. Tomiyasu, we didn't miss Ben White because Tomiyasu is such a good player that can come in and play in that position on the left side as well, or down through the middle as a centre-back. Such a good player to have. Saliba, another incredible performance. Just one little moment where he gave the ball away and then Raya was needed to make a save, but got his goal. Very good. Gabriel, his partner in crime, very good. Zinchenko gets man of the match. His goal, perfect. The way he kind of just karate chopped it into the top corner. It really was something. Rice with another 7 out of 10, just again performing really well. Not his best game, but still so good. Jorginho had a really good game today, I thought. He lasted the full game, didn't look leggy. I think we just had so much of the ball up until the red card that it was just easy for him. It really was. He does dictate the play. He's very good at that. And it does mean that Rice gets to play in that number 8 role. And I did read that he said he gets very excited when Mikel says, "You're playing number 8 today, Declan." And I don't blame him for being excited. It looks so much fun. If I could play in any position for this Arsenal team, it would be left centre mid. Genuinely, I really mean that. I used to play as a midfielder. It was more of a DM role, but I would love that number 8 role that Rice is occupying right now. Havertz. I mean, it is getting to the point now where it's difficult to explain how we're getting every player at a high enough level to get a 7, 8 out of 10 performance, and then he's still the only player struggling. Obviously, ratings don't mean everything, but there is an eye test when you watch him. Everything is so laboured, and I don't know. It does remind me of Mesut Ozil, that you can clearly see they have ability, but they just don't put the effort in. I'm still very, very undecided on Havertz. I just don't think he's that good. Honestly, if he gets a couple of goals and that takes him to a new level with confidence and he starts getting a load of assists and starts driving the team forward, then fair enough. But honestly, he could have scored 2 or 3 goals today. He gets himself in pretty good positions and then just doesn't do anything. And some of the headers he gets as well. There was one near post that I don't understand how he hasn't scored it, let alone just get it on target. But anyway, I don't want to single him out because it's not like we lost the game and he was part of it. Martinelli, fantastic down the left side. Trossard through the middle is the way to go. I think Trossard through the middle is more of a benefit to the team than Nketiah. Nketiah might get more goals in that position, might being the key word, but the way that Saka and Martinelli play with Trossard in there and the way they rotate around, I honestly would like to see that a bit more. I think he brings the best out of Saka. I really do. Saka got the assist today, and Trossard's body on the line goal, very, very impressive. And I was joking about Burnley, by the way. There were some good performances. I really do like this Amdouni guy. Is he Swiss? I think he plays for Switzerland. I like him. I think he could be a good little player, you know. Brownhill took his goal well, although it was deflected. I thought Bayer? Very solid player. And of course, Berger, however you want to say his name, is always, I think, a threat. He's a good player. And, I think Burnley are probably going to get relegated. I don't think they're going to survive this year. But there's more to come from them. I think they will get points. They will win games. And I think Vincent Kompany, unfortunately, will not be the manager that gets it out of them, not in the Premier League. They absolutely stormed the Championship, of course, but the Premier League is a different beast. And I love Kompany, and I think he should stay, and he will get better results with them, but he won't be given the time. He's probably going to be gone soon, and that's a real shame. Vieira's red was unquestionably a red, very stupid challenge, and he's now going to miss 3 games. And Nketiah, Reece Nelson, Kivior, not much time to really influence the game, but this is where the game finished. Well, actually, no. Zinchenko's goal finished the game. The rest was basically a training drill. We've got the best defence in the league. It is very clear to see that although we conceded more shots than usual today, they're not very good shots. They're not very good chances. And I think statistically, Arsenal are the best defensive side in the league right now. But of course, we aren't top of the league. City are still there ahead of us, as you can see on this right side. Tottenham drop into 3rd. Liverpool can go above them tomorrow, and us if they win by 3 goals. Villa, of course, can also do some damage and get into that top 4 if Liverpool were to lose. United beat Luton today. And you would say that United have had a terrible season so far, yet they're still top 6. Huge shout out to Wolves, though. What a performance against Tottenham. They should have scored more. It's not looking good for Burnley, though, is it? It really isn't. Okay, as usual, hashtag Operation Arsenal over on Twitter. And before I carry on, don't judge me for wearing my football hoodie. It's cold in the UK. It's 4 degrees right now. Come off it. So, Hawker Hurricane, or Chris, don't care 3, felt like an attacking training drill with a little defensive drill at the end. So true. That red card, it just felt like Mikel said, right, guys, now we're going to focus on defending. Arsenal are just the most fun team to support at the moment. Can't stop falling more in love with Rice, Saka, and the rest of the lads. I don't think fun is the right word. It's very satisfying being an Arsenal fan at the moment just because the last decade has been so poor. But there are still moments of madness and frustration. The Newcastle game, I think being a City fan is technically more fun at the moment. If you're watching football for beautiful football and just winning, and all of the best players, you're going to say City, aren't you? Or Bayern or Girona at the moment. They won again today. But yeah, it's satisfying when we get good results like this. And I actually predicted a 3-1. I should really start betting on the football. I don't do it because I'm worried I'm going to get addicted. Okay, Johnny then said, could see the pattern the game would go very early on. Good work from Arsenal to keep probing for openings despite having very little space to work with and to reply so quickly to the equaliser. Very, very good point. I like this. This is a very good reply. Well said. It was very clear from the start. We were just going to have all of the ball and it was just going to be a case of us building attack, and just trying to find that space. And we weren't getting it for so long. They were so compact and just annoying, really annoying to play against. You could tell that they've got a centre-back as their manager. But we did find our way through eventually and replying to an equaliser. I mean, obviously against a top side, making it 1-1, you could crumble a little bit, couldn't you? And then go 2-1 down, 3-1 down. And that's happened in the past. And it doesn't really matter who the opponent is. You've still got to respond to that. And we got instant 2-1 with Saliba. So that was really good to see. Ronnie says, Trossard masterclass. Simple as that. He was very good today. I'm glad he's not badly injured. He did hurt himself scoring the goal. Putting his body on the line for Arsenal today. And definitely hurt his arm. But seems like he's okay. And I still cannot believe that Zinchenko goal. You can see it here trending. What a goal. That is 100% the Ukrainians' goal. Although Sarabia as well. But there you go. What a goal, Zinchenko. Obviously, I can't click it. And then we've got Tom. I'm hoping it's Tom and not Thom. I haven't seen Tom spelt with an H before, but there you go. I thought the red card looked worse than it actually was. I mean, when you slow it down, yeah, okay, the contact wasn't crazy. But the fact is, he has gone in with studs up, which you just can't do, and he's made contact. It's just a red card. I think if someone did that to Fabio Vieira, we would be all shouting and complaining if a red wasn't given. I think, in some situations, though, maybe VAR would have come in handy there, just to have a look at it, and obviously it would have still been a red. I just think, we have VAR now. Why are referees still able just to walk up and do a red card then? This is the problem with VAR, and it's why I'm not a fan. Where do we stop? Where do we just not use it? I feel like when there's a situation like that, blow the whistle and let VAR have a look and then make your decision. Is that just me? Because on another occasion, the player fakes it and he still gets a red and they can't overturn it or whatever. I think they would overturn it though, wouldn't they? But anyway, let's have a look at the next fixtures. I know we've got the international break coming up, so we do not play now until the 25th. Are you kidding me? I have to wait until the 25th to watch the Brentford game. Oh my God. And Vieira's going to miss it, so we're not going to get a worldie from him at Brentford like we did last season. But we should be going there with, hopefully, a much fitter squad. We are missing so many players, Ødegaard being one of them. Hopefully he'll be back. We then take on Lens, win that, and we win the group in the Champions League with a game to spare. And then Wolves at home, Luton away, Villa away, PSV away. That's a lot of away games. And then Brighton at home at the bottom there. I would love to go to this game. I really, really want to go to the Brighton versus Arsenal one. I just want to watch Brighton live this season. I need to go to the Brighton game. But that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed Operation Arsenal. Once again, Arsenal pick up the win against the team that we should be winning against. And that's a good thing. No clean sheet at home, though. Frustrating, because that became an issue, and it seemed to be something we'd fixed a little bit. We were getting clean sheets at home, but back to 3-1 today, but it's still 3 points.